Kyle Richards, star of RHOBH, responds to being replaced. Over the past year and a half, she has experienced a lot, which has been documented in the tabloids and on the popular Bravo reality show. However, having someone step in and replace her was a really difficult aspect. How is the mother of four coping with it, then? For more information, continue reading. Kyle Richards has had a difficult time on RHOBH. She has experienced many highs and lows with her sisters, Kathy Hilton and Kim Richards. After Kyle's husband, Mauricio Umansky, abandoned the family real estate company and went it alone, she and Kathy were separated for a long time. They took the risk, even though they were aware of it. Because Kyle was constantly concerned about her sister, and if she might relapse or perhaps pass away, Kim's addiction created a great deal of stress. Fortunately, Kyle seemed to have a loving husband and 4 girls, making her home life quite joyful. Even though there were accusations of adultery, Kyle and Mauricio refuted them, and everything was okay. That is, until a split rumor surfaced in July 2023, forcing the couple to address it. They said they were making it through a really difficult year. Shortly after, they announced their separation, which was revealed in RHOBH Season 13, and now that Season 14 has begun, the division has been more intense. In the most recent RHOBH episode, Mauricio moved out and did something that was extremely difficult for Kyle Richards to deal with. He and pro Emma Slater were cast together in Season 32 of DWTS. According to US Weekly, he swapped out a picture of him and Kyle for one of him and Emma when they were spotted cuddling. I understand to a certain degree. That's his desk, and right in front of his face is an 8x10 of him kissing my cheek and staring at him all day, Kyle said when discussing this on the after show. I can see why he might not want to look at that if it caused him pain, or if he had trouble putting it away. Nevertheless, the real image of Emma and Mauricio rising set her off. However, was it necessary for you to display that picture on the shelf? To be honest, it was a really stupid thing to do. Mauricio Umansky and Kyle Richards never spoke about the photo scenario, but after seeing this, he will understand her position. She added that the picture has already been taken down. Despite being seen out multiple times, he and Emma Slater denied any involvement. He is currently seeing Nikita Khan, and they have been enjoying their travels together. When she picked him up at a Greek airport, that's when they were first seen. She embraced him right away, and they then locked lips, which is probably why the picture is no longer there. Kyle Richards had long been considered the cornerstone of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH. For over a decade, she had graced the screens of millions of fans, bringing her unique blend of glamour, vulnerability, and sharp wit to the franchise. As one of the original cast members, her presence was a steady anchor amid the shifting tides of cast shakeups, feuds, and reconciliations. But every empire faces its challenges, and Kyle's tenure on RHOBH was no exception. The bombshell announcement that she was being replaced sent shockwaves through the Housewives universe and left fans reeling. For Kyle, it was a moment of reckoning, one that forced her to confront the delicate balance between her public persona and her private self. The news broke on a warm Tuesday morning in Los Angeles. Bravo released a statement confirming that Kyle Richards, the last remaining OG from Beverly Hills, would not be returning for the upcoming season. The announcement cited a creative reset as the reason for the decision, with the network teasing the addition of a fresh face to the ensemble cast. Social media exploded. Fans and critics alike debated the decision, with many expressing disbelief. Kyle Richards is Beverly Hills, one fan tweeted. "This is the end of an era." Others speculated about the behind-the-scenes drama that might have led to the decision. Did Kyle quit, or was she pushed out? "We need answers," another wrote. Amid the frenzy, Kyle remained uncharacteristically silent. Normally quick to address rumors, she retreated from the spotlight, leaving fans to wonder how she was processing the monumental change. Behind the scenes, Kyle's friends and family rallied around her. Her sister, Kathy Hilton, with whom she had shared both tender and tumultuous moments on the show, was one of the first to reach out. "Kyle, you're better off without it," Kathy said during a phone call. "You don't need the stress. Focus on your family, your health, and your new projects." Kyle appreciated the sentiment, but the loss was still bittersweet. The show had been a part of her life for so long that imagining a future without it felt surreal. Her daughters, who had grown up with the cameras rolling, offered their support as well. "Mom, you've done more than enough," her eldest, Farah, said during a family dinner. This could be the start of something new and exciting. Even her husband, Mauricio Umansky, weighed in. "Think of it as a blessing in disguise," he said. "You've been wanting more time for the agency and your other ventures anyway." Despite her loved one's reassurances, Kyle couldn't ignore the sting of being replaced. The Bravo universe was a small but intense world, and losing her spot on RHOBH felt like losing a piece of her identity. Adding to the emotional weight was the fact that her replacement had already been announced. A rising social media influencer with a penchant for luxury and drama, the newcomer was billed as the new face of Beverly Hills. The media was quick to draw comparisons, framing the replacement as a younger, edgier version of Kyle. For Kyle, the headlines were salt in the wound. She had always prided herself on her authenticity and longevity in a franchise that thrived on reinvention. Being replaced by someone who represented the next generation felt like a personal affront. After weeks of silence, Kyle finally broke her silence in an exclusive interview with a leading entertainment magazine. The cover story, titled Kyle Richards' Life After Housewives, featured her posing confidently in a tailored black suit, signaling her readiness to move forward. "I won't lie, it was a shock," she admitted. "When you've been part of something for so long, it becomes more than just a job. It's a part of your identity." When asked about the decision to replace her, Kyle was diplomatic but candid. "I understand that television is a business, and the show has to evolve. But that doesn't make it any easier to hear that you're no longer part of the vision." She also addressed the fan reaction, expressing gratitude for the outpouring of support. "The love I've received from fans has been overwhelming. It's a reminder that the connections we build on this show go beyond the drama." Kyle didn't waste time wallowing. True to her resilient nature, she threw herself into her other passions. She announced plans to expand her clothing line, Kyle X Shahida, and teased an upcoming memoir that promised to be a no-holds-barred look at her life both on and off the screen. She also leaned into her philanthropic efforts, partnering with several organizations to support causes close to her heart, including cancer research and animal welfare. "Sometimes, when one door closes, another door doesn't just open, it swings wide open," she said during a live Q&A with fans. "This is my chance to explore everything I've put on hold for the last 13 years. As filming for the new season of RHOBH began, rumors swirled about whether Kyle would make a cameo appearance. Fans speculated that she might show up at a cast event or even participate in the season's reunion special. But Kyle made it clear that she was ready to move on. "I've had my time, and I'm proud of what I accomplished," she said during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. "But I think it's important to let the new cast have their moment." Her absence from the reunion special marked a turning point for the franchise. While the new cast brought fresh energy, longtime fans couldn't help but feel the void left by Kyle's departure. As the new season aired, it became clear that Kyle's presence on RHOBH had been more than just a role. It was the glue that held the group together. Fans took to social media to express their longing for her balanced perspective and natural humor. "Kyle brought something to the show that no one else can replace," one fan tweeted. "It's not the same without her." For Kyle, the outpouring of love was both humbling and validating. She had left an indelible mark on the franchise, and her contributions would not be forgotten. "I'm grateful for every moment I spent on that show," she said during a podcast interview. "It gave me a platform, it challenged me, and it taught me so much about myself. But now, I'm looking forward to the future." In the months that followed, Kyle embraced her new chapter with enthusiasm. Her memoir became a bestseller, her clothing line flourished, and she even landed a hosting gig for a reality show focused on empowering women entrepreneurs. Through it all, she maintained her signature grace and authenticity, proving that life beyond RHOBH was not only possible but thriving. "I've always believed that the best is yet to come," she said in a heartfelt Instagram post. "And now I'm living proof of that." Kyle Richards may no longer be the queen of Beverly Hills, but she remains a force to be reckoned with. Her journey serves as a reminder that change, while difficult, can lead to unexpected opportunities and growth. And as fans continue to debate the highs and lows of RHOBH, one thing is certain: Kyle's legacy will forever be a part of the show's history, a testament to the power of resilience and reinvention.